So this week we're talking about fruit, which is why I'm standing in the kitchen. So I've got to be honest, describing myself as a bit fruity is probably one of those weird joys that I have in life. I like English euphemisms in general, but I'm frequently feeling quite fruity. So I'm actually dying of heat right now because it is so warm here, and I've just walked up the road from the supermarket because I went to go to a fruit shop. Because I guess I'm going to show you my favourite fruits, and then, which is probably going to be more entertaining for all of us, I'm going to show you Miles's favourite fruits. Miles is a bee fruit lover. He loves blueberries and bananas. I was once on a train, and I still feel bad about this, but like not so bad I don't tell the story at every possible opportunity. Miles and I were on a train and we were heading back up north to go to my grandfather's like memorial service, and so we had gotten the really early train out of London, so we left London at like 6 in the morning. On the Bradford train we were on obviously like a commuter time, like it was like a Thursday or something, and this poor guy sat down and he was clearly having his breakfast. So he had a cup of coffee in one hand and a banana in the other. So I'm looking straight ahead and kind of out the window and in that weird sort of like moody state, and like Miles is looking like right at this guy, but like he's seen that this guy has a banana. Eating a banana in public is a relatively awkward thing to do in the first place. But this poor fucker was sitting there, and it's like 8:30 in the morning. He peels the banana, and from the side of me, Miles starts up like a kind of Harley Davidson engine where it's like at first I think the guy maybe hadn't like noticed, so he's like happily eating his banana, and then he did that thing which like you know you're in trouble if you're eating a banana and you have to do this, where he was like eating his banana and then he slowed down and he was just like, oh, this isn't going well. And every single person on that train saw Milo do that and just broke their holes laughing. And it was one of those moments of just going like, I'm so sorry, dude. Like, I'm genuinely sorry that my dog has done this to you, but also like this, of all the days when I needed to laugh, like this is absolutely it. So Miles and his bee fruits, blueberries are the other ones, which he's a super big fan of. He's allowed those for treats. Because blueberries are actually okay for dogs, and so is banana in small doses. In fact, like most fruits are good for dogs, just don't give them grapes. Grapes, raisins, sultanas, not good. It can upset them. I mean, if you've got a French bulldog, like there's going to come a point where everything's going to upset either their insides or their outsides. So obviously, Miles' favourite. I'm a big fan of, I don't really like berries in general. I love blueberries. I don't like blackberries. I kind of like them in that weird, like, in my childhood from a 1950s children's book, we used to pick them in the countryside and eat them, because that's who I am. But I'm not the biggest fan of, and I really don't like raspberries, and I really don't like gooseberries. These, I love lychees. Lychees, when I was 12, somebody told me that a lychee, when you peeled it, looked like an eyeball, and I think they were trying to like freak me out, and I was like, cool, I'll have all of them. Love lychees. Grapes. I like red grapes. Green grapes are fine. They're like the lesser grape, though. They're just a deeply unsatisfying grape. I mean, it's not fruit unless you've got a banana. Bananas are the everyman of fruit. I don't know anybody that doesn't like bananas. And I don't know anything that bananas aren't really good in. They're good in smoothies, they're good in solids. My granddad used to mash them up with brown sugar and put them on a sandwich. And I'll tell you, he knew his shit. Pears. And I get a little bit obsessed. I mean, I do get obsessed with fruits in general. Like, there'll be a fruit that I just super love, and that's all I eat for like a certain period of time. And there was definitely a period about 18 months ago where the only thing that I wanted to eat was pears. And to the point where people would find funny things about pears and then send it to me. Because these are my friends and I love them. So I like all fruits, really, apart from, fundamentally, there's one fruit, and it's well, I don't really like limes, except in like my beer. And I don't like grapefruit because it's just too sour. But the only fruit that can really just fuck off and I hate it are peaches. I don't like the texture, I don't like the smell, and I really, really hate like the synthetic like peach smell. It just makes me think of like nursing homes and just a whole bunch of deeply repressed memories. And there's something about the smell of it. And there's certain perfumes that have it as like a root. I don't think call it a root, do they? Call it like a base note or whatever. So yeah, peaches can definitely fuck off. But in general, all of the fruits are welcome on board, including human beings who self-identify as being somewhat fruity. So I'm now going to leave you in the capable hands of Miles.